Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another One Piece Bounty Rush video. Today we're going to be going over how I think the state of the game is currently, how I think it's going to go going forward, the decisions that Bandai has made to this date, and what they might be doing going forward and what I hope they won't be doing going forward. There's some points that I might leave out because I've covered it maybe, but other than that, let's just hop right into this video. Okay, so we already know the biggest decision of this anniversary, the biggest impact was of course the change, well not even a change, just the complete removal of a guarantee system for the new EX Luffy. Now this is such a terrible idea, I don't even think it needs to be explained why it's a terrible idea. I do hear some people saying like, oh it's good because it makes EXs more rare, EX is harder to get, EX is less in League, and I don't know if that's a good thing, honestly. Yes, because the EX units are broken, it's nice, maybe, if you look at it in that way. But then you have to remember, there are people who save their entire year for this one unit, and they just don't get it. Well, obviously not Luffy, because we didn't know he was coming. But if going forward, which I really hope they don't keep this format, but if going forward these EXs are going to be $2,400 USD going forward, people just aren't going to be able to play their favorite characters if those favorite characters happen to be EXs. Like I know a lot of people are hyped for Blackbeard, but if he's an EX and he costs $2,400, how many people are really going to get him just off the the drop rate? It's a really low drop rate. The chances of you getting him are pretty low, and unless you're a really lucky dude. I know people got 2 Luffys in one multi, but like that's just banking everything on chance. And yeah, I know some people are still going to do that regardless. Some people are still going to summon, and that's just how it is. People love playing with their favorite characters. That's why we play Bounty Rush. That's why people still play this game. It's because it's a One Piece game, and at its core it's really a fun game. It's just that the decisions they're taking right now aren't really for the benefit of the game more. So yeah, that's the one topic covered. Now we need to talk about how little change we've seen. Okay, hold on, before we really delve into it, let me give props to Bandai. Ignoring the scumminess of the banner, they really gave us a lot of rainbow diamonds in this anniversary. We got like 600 plus. Like it's actually really nice. So if you skip this EX, you got 600 rainbow diamonds to save for a Bounty Fest unit, which I think is going to be the best decision going forward. If you want to check out my Are Extreme Units Worth Saving For Anymore video, shameless plug. But yeah, you just got 600 rainbow diamonds to save for your favorite non-EX unit, and yeah, I think that's a really nice thing that they did for the game, so I'll give them their props. They did give out a lot of rainbow diamonds. Now back to the issues. This anniversary, we really didn't see that much changes in terms of the state of the game, in terms of the state of the meta. Now I'm not talking about which units are best or worst, I'm talking about the player base. We still see hackers, we still see auto clickers in challenge battle, we're still seeing people throwing, deranking, just making the game harder for everyone else. This is an issue that's been going on. Obviously you can't solve people throwing, maybe you can punish them, but there'll always be throwers. But the stuff you can solve are the auto clickers. Games have systems in place that stop people from doing stuff like that, or just make it so that if you load in using an auto clicker, you can't join any games. Pretty straightforward. Just if you have an auto clicker when you're loading into the game, you simply cannot enter a game. I don't know, I just feel that would solve so many issues. So many fake number ones. Like the number 1 rank in this game is useless, it's worthless. In League, people are just throwing to get it. They're getting their alliance mates and friends to throw for them. They're hacking. A few seasons ago we had this guy hacking with this auto hit mod that just allowed him to hit everything everywhere on any map. He still didn't get number 1, so that's an L for him. But yeah, like the number 1 rank in this game is literally a worthless flex. It just means you either cheated, right? You cheated, you got people to throw for you, or it means you just spend way too much. Okay, let me not diss number one players, but still, like you probably spend a bit too much time playing this game. But if you get it regularly, if you get it normally, then literally congrats to you, because that shit takes a lot of effort. Like, even though you probably should be spending that effort somewhere else, it's definitely props to you if you've actually done it. I know Hio's almost gotten it. I think he got second. I know a lot of people do go for top 10 legit. So I know it is possible to get number one legit. It's just that, when is the last time someone has gotten number one legit? And do people even care about number one? Like, if you go around just saying, oh, I got number one in Bounty Rush, in the Bounty Rush leaderboard, nobody cares. Nobody cares. That shit doesn't mean anything, because 99% you probably cheated your way there. But yeah, make the leaderboards worth something. Now, speaking of leaderboard, let's talk about the character stuff. Characters, why is there even a leaderboard for characters? Literally, it's just a way to get the frags for IP boost. Like it's so worthless, because people just D-rank to get number one, which I don't understand, because you aren't working hard for that. You're just dropping down. Also, isn't that boring, like destroying all these lower ranked people? Let me not delve into the psychology of the rankers, but still, like, that rank means nothing. Maybe it's just me. I feel like cheating just completely ruins the satisfaction of getting a rank like that. Like, I got two number ones. I got Sanji and Magellan. I got those both normally. I had to beat a D-ranker for Magellan, and that felt so satisfying, just finally seeing the end of the season, me getting that number one. And then for Sanji, who's one of my favorite characters still to this day, like, that shit was just fire. Just like, damn, I actually did it. Like, are you really gonna get that satisfaction from cheating? I don't think so. But anyways, my solution for this is just that, make it so that you can't rank in the leaderboard unless you're S+ and above. Maybe even SS. You have to be SS. Otherwise, you can't rank. Well, not can't rank, because you still have to be able to get the characters, but make it so that you can't get, or maybe there's a separate leaderboard for people in S+ that actually get the number one, and then there's a leaderboard, or just another way to get those frags that people need for Hyper Boost. But just make it so that lower ranked players need to get the SS. Like, this should be something that you work for after you've already gotten to higher leagues. It's not something that you're in lower leagues just throwing around and attacking lower level people and getting this number one rank that other people are grinding hard for. Like, is there even anything that's really worth anything? Like, is there a rank that's worth anything in Bounty Rush right now? Top 1 in challenge battle? Doesn't matter. Probably cheating unless it's boss battle. Then that boss battle is legit, because you actually have to play league battle to stack up those battle points or boss battle tickets. Boss battle is legit. Everything else probably not. Tons of treasure, auto clickers. Brawl 8, auto clickers. Tag battle, auto clickers. So really, there's nothing worth grinding for in terms of ranks in this game. You get the SS. Everything else is just to play for fun, to play with friends. Like, where is the sense of competition outside of queuing up with friends? That's missing. That's what's missing in this game in terms of the gameplay. We could talk about how they need to bring in more game modes, but like, they've already tried with tag battles, so you know, maybe we'll get more incoming. But the issue is, in those game modes, there's nothing to grind towards, and that grinding towards something makes people want to play the game more. That's why Hyper Boost brought a lot of people, well, it made a lot of people leave, but it also gave people more to work towards, because people were maxing out like 165 or something, and now you can get like almost 180% support. So support, of course, always going to be something you can work on, but in terms of just playing the game and going towards something, you're working towards maxing out a character, maxing out your support, getting likes if people work for that, because I know people with like 20,000 likes or some shit. And yeah, that's the only competitive thing you're working towards. Everything else is saving rainbow diamonds, getting your favorite characters, playing with your favorite characters. Now, of course, for most people that's completely fine. For me, that's fine. The only time I grinded was to get to top 100 one time and tons of treasure for a medal. I believe it was an attacker medal. That was the only time I really grinded. Everything else was top 1k or some shit. But yeah, a lot of people do like competitiveness in their games, and that's the issue with Bounty Rush. There isn't much. You have to, if you go for top 100, you're definitely probably not getting top 3 unless you sweat your ass off, and even then, you have to go even harder than it would take normally because other people are throwing games. So yeah, that's my take on competitiveness. Now, for another good thing that Bandai is doing, in my opinion, it's the new avenues they're taking with these characters. With Luffy, we got 2 classes in one. We got an attacker in his base form, another attacker in Bounce Man, and a runner in Snake Man. Like, that's the kind of stuff I want to see. I like to see innovation. I like what Bandai did with this, even though they made it $2,400. It's still an amazing, fun unit, the most fun unit in my opinion. Just completely different skills when you transform, new traits, and I like that we're probably going to get more of this considering they changed an entire medal set to the entire medal traits just to accommodate for Luffy. So we're probably going to get that maybe for EX going forward, maybe for a few Bounty Fests. So I really like that they're innovating. I was just like a few months ago thinking, yo, are we ever going to get new mechanics in this game? Because we haven't gotten anything much since release. Like, not a crazy amount has changed, and not anything like this anyway. So Luffy, I'll give them props for Luffy. He's an amazing unit. Of course, I'm not summoning for him. Not a chance in hell. I'm not paying for that. And I need to save for King. So yeah, but I still have to give them props. Bandai does do stuff right sometimes. It's just that the stuff they do bad overshadows them. Like, everybody was getting hype over them giving out so much rainbow diamonds, only for them to turn around and show why they give out so many rainbow diamonds. It's because the EX doesn't care how much rainbow diamonds you spend. You have to pay unless you get lucky. So at this point, everybody's just going to be second guessing what Bandai does, and that's just not how you build loyalty with a fan base. Like I made a poll earlier asking people how they felt about Bounty Rush, and a lot of people just said they're playing the game because it's One Piece. If this game was like just original IPs, original characters like Genshin, this game would be dead. And well, maybe not, because like I said, the core gameplay is extremely fun. The capture the flag concept, playing with teammates, it is fun. It's nice to play. But realistically, if this was in One Piece, this game would not be as profitable as it is. One Piece is just such a popular like IP that makes people grind through this trash development, this trash production company, this trash, whatever you want to call Bandai, man. Like, people deal with it just so they can play with their favorite characters. So yeah, that's my take on the state of the game currently. The meta is pretty balanced so far. I think all the EXs are kind of just at a war with each other. Akainu, Luffy, Kaido, Roger, and Odin, and Yamato, of course. They're kind of just balancing the meta. So you like to see it. You love to see it. I just realized there's 2 of each color EX meta. So we have 2 blues, Kaido and Luffy, 2 greens, Odin and Roger, and 2 reds, Yamato and Akainu. So yeah, pretty balanced. It's a nice meta to be playing right now. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the state of Bounty Rush. Let me know how you guys feel about the game right now. Like, is this something you see yourself playing in a year or more? You're gonna drop the game for Fighting Path? Speaking of Fighting Path, the second that game comes out, I'm gonna be pumping out videos. My goodness, man. I just hope that one day Fighting Path adds a capture the flag mode. My goodness, that would be perfect. It's not like I'll stop playing Bounty Rush, because Bounty Rush probably will still have the better capture the flag game mode, because that's the whole thing the game's revolved around. But yeah, Fighting Path seems like a fun game that, you know, if you want to take a break from Bounty Rush for a bit, you hop on Fighting Path, play with some friends. We just need that to come out in global. We just need it global. So let's just hope for that. You know, they got a new Whitebeard recently, and he's fire. They actually did him justice, unlike in Banish. Let me stop hating on Banish, man. It's still my favorite mobile game. Let's not get it twisted. That's gonna be the end of the video. The state of the game in Banish right now, I say it's at an alright state. The game's alright. Could 100% easily be way better, but yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Oh yeah, it's a road, but it's done the top 5. You don't need no makeup, they pussy needs a slave on. Love it how you do it, baby, you ain't gotta stray.
Okay, though a nigga can't deal with heartbreak. Double text when I feel my heartache. Nigga tryna figure I'm dead.